Imagine a world filled with floating orbs shimmering with rainbow hues, a world of bubbles. This dreamlike vision is an intimate part of our childhood memories and continues to enchant us, no matter how old we get. Bubbles, delicate and transient, are more than just a symbol of childhood joy and dreams. They are a universal delight, captivating audiences of all ages. Let's embark on a journey to this enchanting world. Picture a bubble, its gentle sway in the breeze, its mesmerizing dance in the sunlight, the way it catches and refracts light into a million different colors, creating a spectacle that's nothing short of magical. Each bubble is a tiny, perfect world encapsulating a moment of time, a breath, a dream. They float around us, drawing gasps of admiration and whispers of wonder. Their ephemeral beauty is what makes them so special. Here one moment, gone the next, they remind us of the fleeting nature of joy, of beauty, of life itself. Bubbles are a marvel of science too. Their thin, watery skins, their ability to float and shimmer, and their eventual pop are all governed by principles of physics and chemistry. They are the perfect blend of science and art, a testament to the beauty that lies in complexity. But bubbles aren't just about the fun and the science, they also carry deeper meanings. They symbolize our dreams and aspirations, floating up towards the sky, reaching for the stars. They represent the fragility of life, reminding us to cherish every moment we have. And when they burst, they teach us about the transient nature of existence, about the beauty in impermanence. So, the next time you see a bubble floating by, take a moment to appreciate its beauty, its complexity, and the joy it brings. Remember the childlike wonder it evoked in you, the dreams it inspired, and the lessons it taught you. But have you ever wondered about the science behind these floating orbs of joy? A bubble begins its life with a simple ingredient: soap. Now you might be thinking, soap? Really? But indeed, the humble bar of soap holds the key to the magical world of bubbles. Let's dive into the microscopic world of soap molecules. Each soap molecule is like a tiny tadpole, with a hydrophilic or water-loving head and a hydrophobic or water-fearing tail. When soap is mixed with water, the water-loving heads rush to get close to the water, while the water-fearing tails try to escape. As a result, the soap molecules arrange themselves into a sphere, with the water-loving heads on the outside and water-fearing tails on the inside. This self-assembling process creates a thin film of water sandwiched between two layers of soap molecules. And voila, you've got yourself the basic structure of a bubble. But wait, how does this flat film turn into a round bubble? Well, it's all thanks to the air we breathe. When you blow air into the soapy water, the air gets trapped inside the soap film, pushing it out into a spherical shape. Why spherical, you might ask? It's because a sphere is the shape that encloses the maximum volume with the least amount of surface area, making it the most efficient shape for a bubble. What's more, the colors you see on a bubble's surface are a result of light waves interfering with each other as they reflect off the inner and outer surfaces of the soap film. These swirling colors add to the enchanting beauty of bubbles, making them a delight to watch. So, the next time you see a bubble, remember it's a marvel of molecular architecture, from the soap molecules arranging themselves to form a perfect sphere to the play of light that creates a spectrum of colors. Each bubble is a small, fleeting masterpiece. And all this magic starts with something as simple and commonplace as a bar of soap. Once born, a bubble embarks on a brief yet beautiful journey. Each bubble is a tiny marvel, a delicate balance of forces that allows it to float and drift in the air. But have you ever wondered how these wondrous orbs move and interact with their surroundings? In essence, a bubble is a thin film of soapy water filled with air. When a gust of wind catches a bubble, it lifts and carries it away, turning the bubble into a delicate dancer in the sky. This dance is an intricate ballet of physics and chemistry as the bubble interacts with the air around it and the light that shines upon it. Now, let's talk about the bubble's mesmerizing colors. As sunlight hits the bubble, It interacts with the thin film of water and soap. The light waves bounce around inside the bubble, creating a phenomenon known as interference. This interference causes the light waves to combine in different ways, producing the swirling array of colors we see. This is why a bubble can look like a tiny floating rainbow. Yet the life of a bubble is fleeting. The lifespan of a bubble is determined by many environmental factors. It's a delicate balance, really. A bubble can burst due to a change in temperature, a gentle breeze, or even a speck of dust. But even in its end, there is beauty. When a bubble pops, it returns to the air and water from which it came, leaving behind only a tiny droplet as a memory of its existence. So, next time you see a bubble floating by, take a moment to appreciate its beauty and the science that makes it possible. Remember, each bubble is a testament to the delicate balance of nature, a symphony of light, air, and water playing out right before your eyes. A bubble's life may be short, but it's a spectacle of science and art. Like all good things, a bubble's life must come to an end. This end, or rather, the burst of a bubble, is as fascinating as its birth and life. Have you ever wondered why a bubble bursts? It's not just a simple pop and it's gone. There's a lot of science behind it. Imagine a bubble floating in the air, a delicate sphere of soap and water. Its surface is under constant tension, an invisible tug of war between the water molecules inside and the air outside. When this tension becomes too great, the bubble can no longer hold its shape and it bursts. This can happen spontaneously, especially as the water in the bubble begins to evaporate. As the water molecules escape into the air, the soap film becomes thinner and thinner until finally it can't hold together anymore. And just like that, the bubble bursts, disappearing as quickly as it appeared. But bubbles don't only burst on their own, they are also vulnerable to the objects they encounter. When a bubble comes into contact with a solid object, like a finger, a leaf, or even a speck of dust, it can burst. This happens because the object disrupts the delicate balance of forces at the bubble's surface, causing it to pop. And what happens to the soap and water molecules when a bubble bursts? They return to their original state. The soap molecules rejoin the rest of the soap solution, and the water molecules become part of the water vapor in the air. It's a beautiful example of the cycle of life, showing us that nothing is truly lost, it just changes form. In its demise, a bubble reminds us of the cycle of life. It teaches us that endings are not just about loss, but also about transformation and renewal. So the next time you see a bubble burst, remember this: it's not just a pop and it's gone. It's a tiny, beautiful lesson in the laws of nature and life itself. Beyond their scientific fascination, bubbles hold a deeper meaning. They're not just a plaything, but a symbol of life's fragility and beauty. Each bubble, with its shimmering surface and weightless dance, is a reminder of the transient joys life offers. Think about it. A bubble comes into existence with a single breath, just like us. It dances in the wind, reflecting the world around it in a whirlwind of colors, just like how we navigate through life, reflecting our surroundings, our experiences. It's delicate, just a whisper of air away from bursting, mirroring the delicate balance we maintain in our lives. And then, in a blink of an eye, it's gone. It bursts, disappearing as swiftly as it appeared, leaving behind nothing but a memory of its fleeting beauty. This ephemeral nature of bubbles is a stark reminder of the transient nature of life itself. It reminds us that moments of joy, much like bubbles, are fleeting and should be savored while they last. It's easy to see bubbles as mere child's play, but they carry a profound message. They teach us to appreciate the present, to live in the moment. Because, like bubbles, moments don't last forever. They're here 1 second, gone the next, and all we're left with are memories. The beauty of a bubble lies not in its longevity, but in the joy it brings in its brief existence. Bubbles also symbolize dreams and ambitions. Like bubbles, our dreams might seem fragile, ready to burst at the slightest touch, but it's the act of dreaming, the act of creating that bubble and setting it free that truly matters. So, the next time you see a bubble, remember, it's not just a bubble, it's a symbol of life itself. It's a reminder to appreciate the fleeting moments of joy, to dream big, and to understand the beauty in transience. Because life, much like a bubble, is beautiful, fragile, and wonderfully ephemeral.